How you going there, Vince? I got your Super Nintendo, got the motherboard replaced. I actually did a bit of reading about the motherboard that I did have, and it turns out that that version does give that really grainy, kind of gritty look. So I wouldn't have been happy with it, so that's why I wanted to swap it. And also it did have some lines, and so it did have other issues, but this one here is all good. It has been obviously Super CIC'd and new caps. There's your name there as well. Motherboard, obviously, as you can see. Yeah, so let's just fire it up and give it some tests. I'm just going to turn them into 50 Hz mode. Red is 50 Hz. It'll flick over there to in there in a minute. I like to get burn-in tests done on all these games. Oops. Always do that. Okay, so burn-in test. Now the burn-in test, what that does is it just checks the components on the Super Nintendo. So it checks the CPU, graphics chips, RAM, video RAM. Yeah. Obviously you want to see all passes. If I run this in 60 Hz mode, this burn-in test, the HV timer fails. And that's just normal. I read about that. But obviously that's why I've changed it to 50 Hz mode. So we'll do a controller test as well. Flicked over to 50 Hz then. So that's got the pass as you would expect. Okay. Yeah, and you know the graphics output on this is very good. The RGB output. I did compare, but this is a 1 chip, and this is obviously a 3 chip. What's a game we can just check? So we can just look at Zelda. We'll just so you can see the difference. I apologise if this is a blurry video. I'm using a Samsung S4 to record this, which is not far from desirable. So this is on the 3-chip Super Nintendo. I think it's quite acceptable. This is using a Syncon Luma RGB cable. Pretty good. Alright, let's change them over to a 1-chip system. I'm pretty sure you'd be interested to see the difference. There is a bit of a difference. I'm not going to say it's dramatic. It just seems a little bit sharper. But obviously, a 1-chip system is quite a lot more expensive. Unfortunately, they're just a lot rarer and much harder for me to get. So this is running 1 chip, 60 Hz. So the recording's not going to show it. Yeah, it is sharper. There's no denying that. I wouldn't say it's dramatic. So I just want to compare again. Alright. In 60 Hz mode. I think the color depth on this, on your 3-chip Super Nintendo, is probably better. It's just not as sharp. Maybe that's because I replaced the capacitors on it. That's why the color is more vibrant. I'd be happy with this. Anyway, mate, I'm going to put in the post for you today, and it'll be express posts down to Victoria. If you live in the express network from Brisbane to Melbourne, you'll get it tomorrow. Cheers, mate. Bye.